Hello everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Minecraft. It's been a while, and let's get out of that. I've been a little bit busy, not super busy. I mean, it's been a while since I've recorded. And those time lapses that you saw at the beginning of the episode there were actually shot a while ago. I actually shot this episode and just wasn't really happy with it, and kind of needed to take a step back and kind of reassess where I was wanting to go with the series, where I was wanting this world to go, and where my kind of motivations were, what kind of projects I wanted to do, and where I wanted to be with all that. But for now, let's get caught up on things that I've been doing off camera. You saw the farms here. We've got an area for wheat right here, and then we can kind of go over into the potato area here, and down here are the carrots. So there's a lot of good stuff here, and it's all kind of separated in a kind of aesthetically pleasing way, which I really like. I love how it turned out. I've been doing a lot of little like detail work, like with a little retaining wall up at the top there. Really like how it turned out. And plenty of lighting. I did some pathways kind of leading between all the different things. So we've got our base entrance there, the nether portal, down into the mine shaft there. And with the mine shaft, we added some things like stairs and a little railing here because I kept almost falling off the edge. We did a little bit of lighting up down there, just trying to reduce the number of mobs that are spawning. And then a staircase all the way down here. In here we've got the zombie spawner. It's kind of down this little pathway here, coming off of that little mine shaft entrance. And got a few random little pieces of gear and stuff in here. That crossbow is from a pillager little like raid party. But yeah, we can stand a little bit back here because sometimes they'll whack you. But we can stand right here, and eventually zombies will start showing up, and they're not a one-hit kill. It's not a very far drop that I made. You can maybe see up in there, but it's not a huge drop. So, like, a couple hits with the sword. So, I mean, it's not like perfect efficiency, and you can see there, that's when they like kind of hit you. But it's not perfect by any means. It's just enough to get us a little bit of XP, which we have definitely gotten here. You can see I've got my 30 levels. But yeah, it works. Now, back up at the top here, if we kind of follow the pathway around here, this is the tree farm that we started. And this is where we started the episode here. But yeah, we've got acacia wood, which we're using a lot, like around this area here. Oak wood, which we'll eventually probably need, or if we just need like wood for sticks, chests, things like that. This will be a good wood we don't really care about right now for that. And then spruce, because I'm planning on using that for some future builds in a different area. So I figured get these all planted up right now, so that I have the infrastructure for when I do start laying out those new plans and working on those projects. But for now, what's next? I think the next thing I want to do is make a villager breeder, because we're going to need that for a villager trading hall that I want to put in here. That way we can trade with the villagers for better building materials, better armor, better enchantments, things like that, and so we can breed them up and make an iron farm. Now, I don't know if all of that's going to be happening in this episode. We will for sure try to get done the villager breeder and some of the trading hall, and I think we'll kind of go from there. And I'm going to try to kind of edit this episode as I record it, so hopefully that means the time will stay a little bit more reasonable, and I'll kind of be able to see where it goes as I'm recording it, rather than recording everything and kind of seeing how it all pieces together in the edit. So for right now though, let's get started with the breeder. And there we go. This is the villager breeder. I used a tutorial from LogicalGeekBoy, which was really helpful in getting this set up, and it was actually pretty simple. So if you want a more like detailed explanation of how to make it and all that, I'd highly recommend checking out his video. I'll link to it in the description of my video. But basically, I just took his design and just did a little like decorative things up here, since you know it's going to be on the surface, it's right next to the base, and this whole area I want to be my like kind of aesthetically pleasing base. It's not made for maximum efficiency, it's just made to look good. So that's kind of what this is for. It's still functional though. So basically, these guys here, the farmer will go and like dig up the potatoes and do that, replant it, share them with the other guy here, and they will make a baby villager. Now what that guy will do is he will try to seek out these beds to jump on and think that he can pathfind to it because of these trapdoors here, and instead will end up falling in the water here and coming in contact with this here. Now as a baby villager, he'll be too short and he won't hit the water here, but once he grows up, they'll naturally swim up and be pushed into this holding chamber right here. Right? Am I moving? I am moving. Okay, good. And they'll be pushed to this corner where I can activate this dispenser with a minecart in it. It'll pick them up and send them off whichever way I need them to. Now, this... I need to get out now. Let's see here. Okay. Nope. Can I just need to get that block. There we go. So, let's go back up there and replace that block. I have this ladder for easy access, where I can do maintenance if I need to. And over here you'll notice this little piston, and I can flip that lever. It pushes a glass block in front of here, breaking the line of sight, and the villagers think that they can't get to... Well, it certainly looks like they think they can get to the bed. I think I have an extra block in here, as opposed to LogicalGeekBoy's design, so I might need to adjust that, actually, because they might be able to see it, kind of, since it's further out. Speaking of which, though, I should probably sleep. But anyway, that lever should be the shutoff for the farm. So when I get enough villagers, because in theory, this will just repeat itself infinitely. And at a certain point, there's going to be enough villagers. We don't need more than a certain amount. So when we get there, we can shut the farm off until it is needed again. So that's... Woo, sorry. I'm like flinging the mouse around like a crazy person. Anyway, so that will need to get fixed. I'll need to put a roof over this thing in case lightning strikes, so it doesn't turn the villagers into witches. And, oh, we can show the little minecart pickup system right there. And yeah, that should be everything. Come on. You can do it. You can do it. Okay, we'll get that later. Anyway, I'll do the finishing touches on this thing, and what we can start working on next is the trading hall, which... I think I might dig out this side of the hill right here. This is a perfect spot to just kind of cart the villagers into the trading hall whenever they're ready. And yeah, we can get digging on this part right here, and while we're digging away here, this will be hopefully working. They'll be farming and breeding up, and hopefully before we know it, we'll have some villagers waiting to get put in the trading hall. But yeah, I just wanted to give you guys an update, and I will... Oh, how did I miss that? Anyway, I'll I'll get working on those other changes and go ahead and start digging this mountainside out here. And a bunch of digging later, and we have a staircase leading up from the base here. You'll recall that we kind of planned these areas as little entryways to expansions on the base, and this one is no different. This one leads up to a tunnel here, which leads to another tunnel, and this one also exits out by the potato farm and over there the villager thing, which is working. You see there's a little baby guy down there, and one of them has already grown up and he is just chilling up there. So that's great to see. I actually haven't checked on this thing since I started digging. And we actually have, oh, is that three? 3 baby villagers. That's great. Okay. So I think this farm is supposed to do something like 2 villagers per Minecraft day. So let's see, that makes that makes sense for how long I was digging. Anyway, so that makes sense. And yeah, we're gonna cart the villagers in probably just straight through here. I'll spruce up this entryway a little bit and eventually decorate this tunnel here. But what I'm kind of thinking here is just having a bunch of little oh, there's gravel there. Picked a perfect spot to start. So let's see here, doing something like that. So the villager will stand in there. They'll have a torch above them like so, and their workstation block will go right there where that torch just was. And basically just line this whole thing with villagers. And maybe we'll do some kind of like color coding. I did not put a torch there. Okay, cool. Making sure I'm doing all this correctly. We don't want any bad guys spawning in there. And will this end up being a perfect fit? Oh, no, it won't. Well, that might actually work out, because then we can round the corner here. Perfect. And that won't conflict with this one over here. That's what we want. Cool. So yeah, now around the corner, it'll fit perfectly, and we can put more villagers up along these walls here. So yeah, we'll go through and kind of dig all this stuff out and have tons of spots for villagers. We'll go back through and decorate it. And yeah, it'll be a long process. We probably won't fill up the whole thing, honestly, because I don't think I'll need all of these potential spots filled with villagers. But right now, I think my priority is going to be getting some farmers to get emeralds from. We can maybe convert like something in here to a farm. And then librarian villagers, because we need better enchantments. That digging was painfully slow, like very, very painfully slow, because we don't have any efficiency, and our sword kind of sucks. Yeah, we're working with pretty basic tools, so we need to get some better gear. That'll be off camera, kind of grindy stuff. I won't bore you guys with that whole entire process, but I just wanted to give a progress update there and kind of show what we were working on here. I really like how this whole thing connects, like from one part of the base to the other, kind of like the farms out this way, how the carrot, potato, the wheat farm, they all kind of interconnect with each other in a big loop. So you can kind of come in from the carrot farm, you can come in from the wheat farm, you can get into this area from the farms, you can get into that area from the base, just wherever you're closer to. so everything is just really easy to access on foot, which I really like. So we'll go through, dig out the rest of these, or at least a majority of these little trading stalls here, and yeah, go from there. All right, I've got all the little trading stalls kind of built up, and it's time for the moment of truth. We're gonna try to move one of these guys into their new forever home. Now, I haven't tested this out, so I'm hoping it works. And go. Okay, cool. It took the villager. I didn't put any powered rails. I didn't put any extra powered rails in besides those two at the start because I'm cheap. And we're gonna have to push this guy up the hill manually. There you go. Come on, dude. There you go. Yeah, push him along. He'll go all the way down to the end here. I put these trapdoors in here in hopes that it would prevent them from escaping once I... Oh, now what's the hitbox hotkey? F3 and B? Oh, okay, cool. Flexing my Minecraft knowledge there. I've never used that before. All right, so now, And are you stuck? I think he's stuck. Cool. Okay, well that worked. So now what we can do is just repeat that process for the rest of these. And let's see, we'll try to just fill up this first little wing here. Yeah, because I think what we're going to do is extend the pathway back, or the tunnel that way more, and turn that area into some underground, like, melon and pumpkin farms. So, let's see. We need those, and that should be all the pathways we need for the rails. We can now return to the villager breeder there, and just continue carting these guys out. That's great. I'm really glad that worked. I've never actually made one of these before, so it's really, really cool to be trying it and seeing it in action. So we've got that guy there, and we won't send more than one. We'll just go ahead and push this guy along. Oh no, not that way. No. Oh no. Just when I thought things were going so well. Alright. We got a little bit ahead of ourselves there. I'm gonna struggle with these guys. And, ooh. Let's not fall off the edge again. I'll fix that farmland later. So yeah, we'll put the guys that we have all ready to go in their forever homes. And probably AFK at the villager breeder for a while, just so some more of these guys can get bred up and we can properly fill this thing up some more. So now all we gotta do is that there. And yeah, so let's keep on going. All right, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 adult villagers all in their homes here. They don't have workstations yet. That's a work in progress, but I just added that last clip into the video and we are right about at the 20-minute mark. So this is a perfect spot to kind of leave off the episode, I think. We didn't get to everything. I think it was a little ambitious to think we might get to that iron farm today, but that's all right. I'm plenty happy with what we got done today, and I'm super excited to well, there's more, but yeah, I'm super excited to get this thing filled up with villagers, get a really nice trading hall all put together. I'm excited to start decorating it. I'm excited for all that. So I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. I know it took me a while to get this one out, even though no one really watches my videos right now. It's really just my fiance that watches these. So, hey, Sorry it took me so long to record this video, sweetie. But here's a new one. And for anyone else that's watching, I hope you enjoyed. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.